Welcome to this episode of our podcast, the Tunilanio podcast, entitled The Nigerian Theatre Witnesses to History. And today, again, we have a great gem of the Nigerian theatre that we are bringing to you. He's someone who has excited Nigerians in diverse areas of the theatre, on stage, on television, in films, for decades. And today is the one that we have who will be sharing his very, very rich experience with you on this podcast. I'm talking of someone who has been exposed to Nigerians through the industry of theater arts for so long that he has become entrenched in the minds of Nigerians. He is none other than Peter FATOMILOLA. You're welcome to this episode of the Nigerian Theatre Witnesses to History. He is our witness today, and we are going to tap into his rich experience of the theatre, his participation, and his role in framing theatre onto this point. We welcome you once again.
Thank you.
We want you to tell our people your background. How did you come into theatre? I know that you started acting from school. Where did that journey begin?
I started at my father's house, but I did not discover it to be theater. Every five days, people used to come to my father's place to come and do ritual performances
Yeah.
that has element of theater,
Yeah.
because they will sing, beat drum, gong, and they will pray and teach themselves Ifa knowledge.
Yes.
I discovered say every five days the people used to perform Ose Ifa.
Oseifa.
Like a Christian used to go to church on Sunday.
On Sunday.
But in
Ifa, it was five days.
Five days. Ororo. Then I developed interest in joining them to beat drums, gong, sing. My mother, who gave birth to me, was not happy.
Why?
To have only one child in her life and sitting with the Ifa priest,
Ifa people,
to dance, to beat drum. Then my mother started taking me to church.
Okay, she was
the Apostolic Church.
The Apostolic Church.
There they named me Peter.
Okay. What were you before then?
Oladele.
That's right.
Oladele, that's my real name. But in our church, they have to.
And the name stuck.
They need to baptize me.
That's right.
And I was called Peter. So, in the church too, we have theater.
That's right.
And that's liturgical drama in the church. Theater started in the church.
From performance.
Yes.
In the church.
Theater history. We discover say theater started from church. Later they stopped it. At last they bring it
They brought it back.
So when I go to the church, the Apostolic Church, the knowledge of singing, dancing, beating drums,
Yes.
everything
Well,
was useful for the church people.
that's right.
Then I combined the two.
Mm.
In the church, the Apostolic primary school that I went to, the Apostolic Church,
Mm.
my mother's church,
Yes.
you see the calendar.
Yes. The almanac.
The almanac, you see. So I started drama.
From that spot on.
Nina Kuna. I used to take stories from the Bible and compose it into
from that age
in our church, in the school.
Yes.
Then the knowledge of Ifa that I
gained from
my
the
father,
devotees who came to join your dad.
So I managed to mix the two knowledge together and discover say Igbo Canal or Dende in the new era. They are the same thing. Church you Ifa group mosque people, the same thing. They are calling only one God. Only one God. But the method they used to practice to call him, to worship is different. I started my theater at home and later in the church.
That's right.
Getting to secondary school, I met a...
That's if a city college.
I met a master. The fellow is late now. I'm talking in terms of Mr. Akinyanju. Akinyanju was the body house master. I joined Ife City College, and the two of us managed to discover each other. Then we joined hands together, form what they call Ife City Dramatic Society.
That's right.
He used to be the director. I used to be the secretary of the group. And we stayed many places for the school. To the extent our proprietor, the proprietor of the school,
of the City College,
bought a pickup for us, for the group, if we want to move. And we, Oluwalo Mejoda was one of the textbooks they are using in the secondary school.
That's right.
Then we staged it, and when we staged it in the school, when they say we try, that one encouraged our proprietor to give us one pickup, so that if you want to go and perform at Oduduwa College, if you want to go and perform at Oromiyan Grammar School, just like that.
Yes.
We used to perform in Osun Provincial
area.
So now I managed to pass out from that school under my able principal, C.O. Morakinyo.
That was your principal.
My principal.
That's Dele Murakinyo's father.
Father. You see, Dele used to come and watch our drama in that school.
In the school at that time. My principal.
Used to come and watch our drama. Okay. The time came, Oromiyan local government, all secondary school in Oromiyan local government wanted to do a festival
Drama festival
drama
or
festival.
arts festival as they called it that
Yes.
time.
So me and my body dance master,
Mr.
Akinju,
Akinyoju.
we led our own school group to go and perform. We took two two drama to the competition.
Right.
One first, the other second.
Ah, from the same school.
Yes, from the same school.
How did they allow you to present to?
The people who are grading the performances
Yes.
and look at the story, then the acting wise, costume wise, everything. They said we led in one, we second in
The entire
this
thing. Which place did you present? Which drama?
Oluwalomejoda,
Oluwalomejoda. What was the second play?
um, Atitebi,
Atitebi
Atitebi
Ayomi
Ayonipayan.
Paniyan.
Now you you'll be surprised when I mention the name of the chief judge for that day,
Who?
late Professor Olarotimi.
No, from it from
He
dramatic
he
arts.
came from Unifeden.
Yes.
He came from Unifeden.
Oh, and he scored your
And
plays first and second.
yes, and after the whole program, he, he, he called me and took my particulars, your name, we have your school, everything. Then he discovered, say, calling me material, I was annoyed because if a city commercial college,
Yes.
things that we call material in our school, like pencil,
Yes.
ruler,
Yes.
books, how
Items.
can you this
Link me with
you say, I was annoyed, but I kept quiet. I cannot say anything. 2 weeks later, the man came to our school and went straight to the principal. He wanted Peter FATOMILOLA. Then they called me for him. Then he discussed with me. Just like that, I joined Olarotimi.
In the dramatic arts.
His own group, Oriolokun Cultural
Oriolokun.
Center.
Okay.
So
Right.
if he has any play that he wants me to take part, he will come and pick me.
From school.
Then we started. At times we go on tour. 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
And you'll go with them?
I go. All my friends, my classmates, I will give them new notes to copy history, to
For you.
copy geography for me, to copy everything. Then when I will use 3 days to
Collect all of that.
to get everything. Then we will do the examination, and they will say, drama. That boy is going to be a dramatist. They thought the theater will affect my education.
Your education.
No, instead the
You are
theater
passing well.
to affect my
Yes.
education is helping me
To
develop.
That's right. That's right.
So when I finished with my education in secondary school level, Olarotimi just
took you
put
straight.
me into Oriolokun Cultural Center. In the year 1973.
That's right.
I joined them.
So how was it? Who are the people you met at the Oriolokun Cultural Center?
Most of the people I met, they were not today in theater.
Okay.
Mm,
They've moved off.
we have a group of people in Oriolokun Cultural something.
Mm-hmm.
They did not call it Oriolokun Theatre per se.
Right.
We have some artists,
Painters.
painters,
Mm.
carvers
Carvers.
under one budget.
Yes.
We have people with music
Yes.
under Professor Akinyuba.
Akiuba.
We have some people with Pegiapa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those are
Mm.
with uh, dance.
Yes.
Pegiapa
Mm.
is a dance
Dance the
director.
director. Yeah.
So Olarotimi, theater director,
Mm.
but he was appointed to be
The director of the center
the
too.
director of the center.
Overall director of the center.
And people like Dimishola and Ke,
Mm.
I met him.
But I remember that Michelle Anke also said that he was there.
I met him. And some people like Kola Oyewo and Tunji that you mentioned,
Yeah, Tunji Adeyemi.
they met me there.
In
They
the
joined
Rio
us in the July 1973.
Right, right.
You see. So from there, for 10 years, me and late Professor Larotimi were together, working together, doing series of plays, and there's no year we don't do with convocation play. Every year we
Every
will do
year.
convocation play.
Yes.
Apart from that, we have a play produced not for convocation. We used
Not,
to take to
one you said during the
uh,
usual session.
uh,
You travel with that.
we
I remember
travel
that
to
you
the
got
far north
yes.
east, Ghana,
Yeah. You took place to Ghana.
Senegal.
Mm.
Later, Olarotimi left for
Can you recollect some of the places before you go to Laro to be leaving for another place?
Uniport.
Yeah, some of the places you did together.
The gods are not to blame.
Yes.
Rerenu, Vera no Bez,
Yes.
Kurumi Onalu,
Mm-hmm.
husband has gone mad again,
Again.
and some others.
Yeah.
Gripam,
Gripam, yeah.
Bekude.
Bekude.
You see?
And you had good roles in them.
Good rules. I have gods are not to blame. Alaka,
Okay.
Kurumi Onalu,
Mm.
Kujenyo,
Ujayo.
and others.
Mm.
He left us for Uniport, and
Yes.
Wale Soyinka
Okay.
came. And Olarotimi, I worked with him for good 10 years.
Mm.
10 years. Wale joined us. He led us. He started the School of
Drama.
with us.
Mm.
11 of us. 11 people. The school started with 11 students.
You remember some of your colleagues that started the School of Drama?
Kola Yewo,
Mm.
Muraina
Muraina.
Oyelami, Kola Yewo, Tunji Oje,
Mm.
Kejimi, late Laide Adewale. 11 of us.
Mm. What was the highlight of participating in the foundation of the School of Drama at the department in Ife? What were the highlights of your training?
The training was high. If you say you are an actor, you must know how to dance.
Mm-hmm.
You must, if you are a dancer, you must know how to
Play
play.
the drums.
We call it total theatre,
Yes.
and that's why we the first set is like putting theatre into our mouth
Mm-hmm.
and drinking it like baby used
Baby milk. Or
to drink
Albiro.
agbo. Used to
Well,
drink agbo. You see, and during our training with under Wale Soyinka,
mm,
we have so many uh, masters,
mm,
master in theatre,
right.
like Premier Sufficient
That's right. Who came from Ibadan?
from Ibadan. To come and use 1 year with
Yes,
us,
it's
sabbatical.
sabbatical.
Eh,
Mm,
but people from Ibadan used to come down to come and exchange knowledge with our own group. Mm. I remember Wale Ogunyemi,
yes.
Wale Ogunyemi. I joined him to practice theatre.
Mm.
Mm.
When?
Ah, in the 70s,
Okay.
80, 70, 80. Mm.
Okay. What kind of plays did you do with Wale Soyinka for stage?
For stage,
Mm. At that time, you already
Brother
had the
Jero, Brother
amphitheater.
Jero,
Okay.
Death and the King's Horseman, Brother Jero,
Trials of Brother Jero.
mm, and many of his
Mm.
plays that I cannot mention now.
Right. I know
You see?
that in that time, if I was vibrant for theater,
Yes.
many notable names were
Mm,
coming to Ife.
yes.
Very many notable names. And you people were very well known for your powerful plays. Talk to me about Rereru and how you came into that. Because I remember that Akinwumi Shola also worked with you people in the department at the time.
You see, Rereno, the writer of Rereno,
Okay, did you?
he, the man came to our workshop to train under Olorotimi
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Playwriting.
playwriting, and that Rereno
Mm-hmm.
was uh,
Product
uh,
from that
his project.
right.
Rereno. And Olorotimi, when he read the thing, he gave it to we Oriolokun boys
Mm.
to read it and give him
The
report.
feedback.
Then when we read it, we discovered say this is a serious manuscript,
Mm.
very strong. I named the play Rerenu.
Mm. How?
It was Owotagada Godowon, the title
That was
that
the title that he
they
gave
give it.
the.
After our reading,
Mm.
ah, wọ́n á wò pé Rẹ́rẹ́rún o, sí play o,
Mm.
Rẹ́rẹ́rún.
Mm.
Then when we gave it back to Oga,
Mm.
Oga
Olarotimi.
said, what is Rẹ́rẹ́rún? We changed the title
Title.
from Owobagada Godowon to Rẹ́rẹ́rún.
Mm.
Then I explained to Oga, say, Rẹ́rẹ́rún, that means something bad has
Has
happened.
happened.
Rẹ́rẹ́rún, igi dá, ṣàgbá fọ́,
Mm.
kutuku hu, ṣẹ̀ǹgẹ̀ṣẹ̀.
Mm.
Then Oga was happy when he get the meaning of Rẹ́rẹ́rún, and he made the copies. He called for casting,
Hmm.
reading and casting. Initially, he gave Jimmy Solanke Lauo.
No.
He made me to play Idowu,
Mm-hmm.
the antagonist.
Mm.
When Jimmy left, he left us
Yeah.
for Benin.
Benin.
Then he wanted to do Rerero. Olarochimi now asked me to play the lead
Play Lawo.
and gave Idowu to any other person.
Mm.
Then it was then I became Lawo in
Lawo.
Rerero.
Mm.
And people know me for
As,
Rerero.
as Lawo.
As no, Rerero.
Rerero.
They don't call me Lawo.
Mm.
Going
Rerero.
on the street, Rerero.
Mm.
Rerero. They know me for Rerero.
Mm.
You are talking about our late professor, Akim
Akim
Mishola.
Omeshola also.
I worked with him. I, he taught me in the school too.
Oh, okay.
When I was reading Yoruba oral literature
Okay.
under linguistics,
Okay.
he discovers me as a brilliant student.
Right.
Anything he wrote, he will give it to me to read
Mm.
and give him any advice on it.
Mm.
It was then he wrote Ayeye Wọ́n Tán, Báyé Báyé Wọ́n Tán,
Mm.
Ìwà Àbàjẹ́ Ni Wọ́n Hù.
Really.
He gave me, after his class, he called me, said, Dúró, I have something for you. Then he gave me that copy. Go and read it. When I read it, I came back to him. I said, we can use this, we can dramatize it. He said, can you direct it? I said, yes. Okay, go on.
Mm.
And I called my people in the theater group, that I have something for them. Then we stayed there.
Mm.
I directed it. Then we stayed it for NTA,
Mm. Okay.
13 episodes.
Right.
Yeah. Many of his plays.
Mm.
Tinumbu,
Yes, Madam Tinubu.
Madam Tinumbu.
For stage, I remember seeing that on stage.
For stage.
Mm. We'll go. We'll end this episode here, and then we'll continue on another episode. Been entering into the world of the legend Peter Fatomilola, how he started being a theater artist from participation, observation, and participation in Ifa ritual, festivals, worship, and then going to the church, and then continuing theater. That became emboldened when he got in touch with Mr. Keyoju in secondary school. That is what has brought him to this day, because that led him to Ife in the dramatic arts department with Professor La Utini. We'll bring him back so that he can continue his story on the next episode. Thank you.